Well, hello there. Welcome back to Old Biddy Gaming. I'm the Old Biddy, your host, and we're back in Wurm Unlimited. Before we get back into the game, there is a couple things that I don't think I explained clearly, so I want to go over those. Let's go into where it says Manage Local Server. Load that up. Load this up. And then go over here to Players. If your name is not in this box here, what you'll have to do is go ahead and go fully into the game, complete your uh, my mind just went blank. Complete your character screen. Get everything set up as your character. Then when that is done and you're spawned on by your soul stone, completely log out of everything, close everything out, and then come back to this screen, and your name should be up there, and you'll be able to set your GM. I hope that makes it just a little bit clearer. Now, to get into the game, you will hit Manage Local Server. After you have all your settings set up, then you'll do your Manage Local Server. You will go to Select Game Database, and you want to click Start Offline Server here on the right. And that will load all of your settings on this log screen, your starting log screen. So you just want to click on that, and it'll say over here, loading servers. Wait for it to load. Here we go. Server connected to Steam. Everything down here turns red. And when you want to close out your game, you will have this minimized. And whenever you close the game itself, you'll close it, and then you will come back down to this. You're minimized on your screen. Click back on that, and then click Shut Down Server. That will shut everything out. Okay? I hope that helps a little bit. So let's get these minimized. Go over to the LAN. There's the OB Gaming. I'm having trouble getting used to that. Click Connect. Put in my password. Click OK. Now the game will load. There we go. And let me turn the game sound down. To get into the settings, hit escape, go to settings. Same settings you had up there before. I'm going to sound. Turn my master volume down. Background static down. There we go. Turn my footstep sounds down. Okay. Weather. I'm going to turn that off. That'll help a little bit. Let's turn the master sound down a little bit more. Background down a little bit more. Oh, that's better. Can you hear me now? I did turn my sound up, so hopefully that helped. Uh, when you want to quit the game, you will hit it, click escape, go down here to the bottom of the little menu that comes up, and it'll say quit. You just click that, it'll give a little message, are you crazy, you want to quit, or real life's calling, or whatever. And just click yes, and it will close this out. But remember, you do have to go back into that one screen you have minimized and close the shut down the server. I hope that makes it a little bit easier. Oh, and it looks like the tutorial started over. So let's skip back to where we are. Skip stage, yes. Skip back to where we were. Because we've already done all this. We've already done the inventory. We've already done that. We've already done this. Gone through the chat. Gone through that window. We've gone through activating. Skip that one. It used to be just a little tiny tutorial, and they have advanced it so much that it really helps you learn the game, and it does. It really helps, and I do advise you to go through the tutorial, even if it is fairly long. Okay. We've gone through the dropping. I'm sure not going to try to put that rope down again. We've done that. There we are. Now, terraforming. Terraforming the land in Wurm. Let me get it over here where I can see it. Terraforming the land in Wurm is the first stage in making the world your own. With a shovel activated, hovering your mouse over the border between tiles in the world will show you a slope between the tile corners. Completing the digging action on a tile will lower the closest tile corner by 1. And dropping a pile of dirt or pile of sand will raise the closest tile corner by 1. Okay. The slope of land you'll be able to terraform is restricted by your digging skill, where you can dig in slopes of up to your skill multiplier by 3. Start off by digging some dirt nearby to continue. Let me show you what they're talking about. We want to double click on the shovel to activate it. Let's come over here, and you can see the little line here, the border. It says tile border 5 slopes down. Okay. Tile border over here, 4 slopes down. This one's 6 slopes down. That one's 5 slopes down. So, the easiest way to do it is if you let's get centered here. Go back over here to the end of your tile that you want to raise or lower. Okay, that is 4 slopes down. That one is 5 slopes down. That one is 6 slopes down. That one is 5 slopes down. So, if you want to raise the tile up to level, You can either come over, walk into the tile, walk over to this corner, drop some dirt on it. Or you can go over here and dig one down. So let's go over here and see what happens whenever we dig. Okay, that one's 5. That one's 5, so that's good. That one is 6. And that one is 4. So we want to go over in this corner. And I still haven't adjusted my mouse. If you mess with it, you can get him in the right position, but we'll just walk up here just a little bit. Stay inside the blue box. You take your shovel, right click on the ground, select dig. Okay. And you'll see the blue bar on the right. Okay. Now this one is 4 slopes down, and this one is 5 slopes down. And we have 1 dirt in our inventory. So this is 5 slopes down. This one is 4 slopes down. And this one is 5 slopes down. So you just have to dig in each corner or drop dirt in each corner to get it level. See what it says. What's next? When there are no height differences between the corners of a tile, the slope will become flat. When all borders of the tile are flat, the entire tile is then flat. Using the flatten action on a tile will attempt to get the tile as flat as possible. If there is enough dirt on the tile to move around, flat tiles are Go over that again. Using the flatten action on a tile will attempt to get the tile as flat as possible if there is enough dirt on the tile to move around. If one corner is real low or whatever, it will not be able to take a piece of dirt here, put it over here to make it level. Then it'll look for dirt in your inventory. If there's none in your inventory, then it'll just stop. It won't flatten. To flatten, you just right click on the tile, go down here right below dig, and there's a button here that says flatten. And that will attempt to flatten the ground. See if they want us to flatten it. No, it doesn't look like it. Once a tile has become flat, you can stand on the flat tile and use the level action on adjacent tiles to terraform them in the same height as your current tile. So the tile needs to be flat when you stand on it. Then you can click this tile over here, this tile up here, whatever, and select level, and it will bring it to the level of the tile you're standing on. Make it level like this one, or flat like this one. If a tile needs extra dirt or sand to be dropped onto it to become the same levels as your current tile, the dirt and sand will be used from your inventory automatically. So if you're doing that, make sure you have plenty of dirt in your inventory, or you're going to have to go dig someplace else and to get enough to finish what you're doing. If a tile needs extra dirt or sand to be dropped onto on it to become the same level as your current tile, dirt and sand will be used from your inventory automatically. Remember that. Some land types will not be as easily terraformed as dirt and sand tiles. Tiles such as clay and tar may take a lot more effort to shape. However, the resources can be used for a lot more than just shaping the land. Digging on different tile types will give you an item of the same type. Only dirt and sand can be used to raise land for terraforming, but every resource has its use outside of terraforming. Tar, that can be used for fuel, for torches and things like that. Clay, that's what you use to make, say, your clay bowls, your clay dishes and things like that. Clay jars so you can carry water with you. So, everything is important. Wood cutting. Excuse me. Attempting to terraform a tile that has too many trees or bushes adjacent to it may make it impossible to terraform. Fortunately, you can cut them down and the tile will return to grass once the tree has fallen. Activate a hatchet and select cut down action on a tree tile to continue. Alrighty then. Hatchet. There we go. That's a pottery bowl. When you first use your clay to make the bowl, it will be a clay bowl. Then you have to put it on the fire to turn it into pottery. It has to cook just like regular pottery in real life does. And I'm not chopping that tree down. I'm not doing it. That's the only tree in this area, so I try to keep it. Let's run over here and chop down one of these trees. Here's some tar. That's tar. If you walk across it, you will walk very slow. But that is tar. To dig it up, you want to be in the middle corner of all of these. You want to see how wide it is, how long it is, and then you want to get in the exact middle of it to dig. If not, it will deplete your resources and dig a hole. If you dig it like you're supposed to, it will stay level like this for a long time. Alright, let's get over here and chop down a tree. I'd like to get through these tutorials today, and then we can get to really playing. Alright, let's get over here. Here we go. There's a lot of nice trees in this area. You can find everything from oak to olive trees to just about any kind you can think of. I like to if I'm just messing around, just need wood, I like the linden trees. So what you want to do is, let's go through the tutorial. Attempting to tear, okay, we've already done that. Okay, they want us to chop down a tree. Cut down action on a tree to continue. Alright, right click down here on the ground where it says linden tree. Go down here where it says cut down. Down here it will show cutting down linden tree and how long before it's cut down. Okay. Most of the time, a single swing at a tree will not be enough to fell it. Selecting the Examine action on a tree tile that has been damaged will show the current damage of the tree. When a tree or bush gets to 100 damage, it will fall and the tile will become grass. Finish cutting down the tree to continue. Okay. So if you go over here, right click, click on Examine. Over here in your event window, it says you start to cut down the linden tree, you chop away some wood from the linden tree. You see a very old, it's 13, linden tree. Damage 32. So my one chop gave 32 damage. Let's see how long it takes to cut it down. If you right click, cut down. Here we go again. Okay. Now how much damage is on it? Now we've got a damage of 74, so it's getting close. Let's go back over here. Cut down. There it goes. With a hatchet as your active item, you can select the chop up action on a felled tree in order to turn it into logs. Logs can then be used to craft some items or create other resources through further processing. Create a log from the felled tree to continue. Okay. Right click on the down tree. Click chop up. Do it again. I need some logs anyways. Okay, do it again. Sometimes it takes a while, especially depending on your skill. Like I said, I like my skills low. Are we getting anywhere? It's getting dark, but and soon the stars will come out. Let's chop up some more. Okay. As you can see, we're starting to get logs, and they always come out in a nice pile. Let's get the rest of it. Keep going. There we go. I've got a pile of logs plus a couple extra. Now, another thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this stump. For one thing, they're ugly, and they don't do the environment any good. So you want to right click on the stump, go down to bash, then over to destroy. And he's going to beat on that stump. You cannot place a new tree in it. You can't put a new tree, plant a new tree in its place if the stump is there. And if you're terraforming, you want that stump gone anyway. Okay? And the stump is gone. Let's see what they got next. Creating items. Okay, I want to grab, before we get into the crafting, you want to right click on your log pile, click open, and it shows we have 6 logs. It shows the quality of each log, and it shows the damage of each log, and it also shows the weight of each log. So that's not bad. Let's see how to move them. You can either move them one at a time, which as a beginner it's a good idea because you're not going to be able to carry much. Or you can click on the top one, and I think it's shift. No. Alt. No. Anyway, or you can right click, click take, and it will put another one in your inventory. There's a control that you can do to make them all go. There. You just close them all up and just move them over there. Can we get these? We're going to need the logs. Right click, take, right click, take. Alright. Now, crafting. Let's move these logs over there where I'm going to put my tent. It's getting dark, and I want to be back over there. So let's go. In a new world, there's no telling what might be lurking out there. So let's get back over here. And everything you do in Wurm helps your skills. Let's get back over here. Alright. I want to drop these logs over here. Okay. Right click on the logs, click drop on ground, and there you go. Now your logs are in a nice pile. Now let's do the creating items. Most item creation in Wurm can be done in one of two ways. Using the crafting window, that's what I use, or by activating an item and selecting the relevant create action on another item. Let's make some kindling with the crafting window. Click on the crafting window button to open the window. And that is the one. Down here looks like a hammer and a nail. So you can see up here. It's down here on the bottom row. Click on that. Okay. Drag your hatchet from your inventory to one side of the creation window. Okay. Left click on your hatchet and hold your left mouse button down. Drag it over to one of these windows up here. There's our hatchet. And a log from your inventory to the other side of the crafting window. Alright? So we need a log. Go over here, click on that, click open. You can have 100 windows open in this game. Okay, let's take one of these, hold your left mouse button down, drag a log over. Drag a log into it. Well, why aren't you doing it? Let's take these little red marks up here. As you remove it, puts it back in your inventory. Oh, I know what it is. My bad. You have to drag a log over into your inventory. Okay, let's put our hatchet back. Grab the log, drag it over. Yeah, like I say, it's been so long since I've had to do everything from scratch. Now, you want to click on kindling over here in this menu. That shows what you can make from that log and the hatchet. Just click once on kindling, click create. You'll have 1 to 3 chances. If you're just starting out, I would go with a full 3. Just click on the arrow over here to get your max. You're going to need a lot of kindling anyway, and you will fail a lot whenever you're trying to craft something depending on your skill. But I did get 1 piece of kindling. Let's see if I can get 2 more. And as you notice, the weight is going down on your log. This shows the quality of your log, the weight, and the damage. Excuse me. So I've got 3 kindlings, and notice my weight of that 24 weight log has gone down to 1950. So it does use up your log to make it. Okay, now what they want us to do. Now you can create a campfire using the kindling you just made and the steel and flint in your inventory. Activate the steel and flint, then right click on the kindling and select the create campfire action. Alternatively, you can drag the steel and flint and kindling items from your inventory to the creation window and select campfire from the list on the right and click Create. Create a campfire to continue. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting hoarse already. Let's get out of the crafting menu. I want to put campfire down here. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to activate your steel and flint. Double click on it. It'll show it's activated down here. Then you want to, you notice that is a plus, so that means there's more than one. It's showing we have 3 of them. So you want to open that up. Click on that plus button to open them. Right click on the kindling. Create furnaces campfire. And it will try to make us a campfire. You almost made it, but the campfire is useless. So, let's try it again. And you notice we did use some of our kindling when we failed. So let's try it again. Create furnace, campfire. The kindling contains too little material to create a campfire. Try to continue it with a similar object to get a larger amount. Alright, so we will go down to the next piece of kindling. See, it's 1.50. The kindling we were using is now 130.35. There's not enough there to do the job. So we're going to right click on that kindling, create, furnace, campfire, try it again. Keep your fingers crossed. Sometimes this takes a while. Ah, there we go. We now have a campfire. And now what we want to do is we want to add some wood to it. Let's go over here and grab this log, right click on it, take, go back to our campfire. We want to, where's our logs? We want to click the plus button since I have 2 logs, and the 1950 should have plenty of stuff to burn for a while. So you double click, right click, go down to where it says burn, and it will take the log and add it to the campfire. You can right click on the campfire itself, click examine, and it says a nice and cozy campfire is made from linden wood. It cannot be improved. The fire burns steadily and will burn for a long time. And you do have to add more wood to it as time goes on because it will burn it up. Now mining, I'm just going to read it to you because we will be doing a mine and I will show you how to do it. Many things in Wurm need metals in their creation process, and to get these metals you will need to get underground in order to mine them. The first step to opening a mine is completing the tunnel action completing a tunnel action on a rock tile with a pickaxe activated. Rock tiles can be found in the world or uncovered by digging up all of the dirt or sand on a tile. Once all 4 corners of a tile have no more dirt or sand to dig the tile, it will turn into rock. And we will be making a mine, so I'm not going, especially since it's dark, I'm not going up there to make the mine right now. And our mine will probably be on this mountain up here. And I will show you exactly how to open up a how to tunnel, how to get your mine going. Once you have opened a tunnel, mining deeper is a matter of destroying cave walls using the mine action. Occasionally you will find metal ore veins or a special stone veins such as marble, slate, or sandstone. These veins may take a bit longer to destroy than normal rock walls. Yeah, they do. You don't want to destroy any tile that's not rock. Rock, marble, slate, and sandstone shards can be shaped into bricks and other items for use in masonry. And metal ores can be smelted down in a furnace or smelter for usable metal lumps. And no, we're not going to set up a mine in this game. We will be doing a mine later, and I will show you exactly how it's done. Excuse me. My throat is really, really itchy and crappy today. Alright, skills. And this is your skill window. Most actions you can complete in Wurm also raises a related skill and are sometimes linked by the level you have in the related skill. All skills start out at level 1 and will slowly increase as you complete actions, up to 100. However, the higher the skill, the slower the increase will come. Yes, that is true. When you first start leveling a skill, it seems like it comes really fast. But the longer you work at it, the longer it takes for it to raise. And this part does not pertain to us. It just says as a free player on Wurm Online, your skills are limited to a maximum of 20. But the limit is then removed while you are a premium player. Otherwise, you pay a monthly fee or during special event weekends. But that does not pertain to Wurm Unlimited. We can raise our skills all the way up. There are various ways to increase the amount of skill gain you receive from an action such as affinities, item enchantments, and sleep bonus. Sleep bonus is gained while you are offline and have logged out from a bed or from completing special missions. When you have some sleep bonus, you can enable it from your quick bar to double any skill gains, with a few exceptions, you receive while sleep bonus is active. That's your sleep bonus up here. We don't have any right now. But you can use if you have sleep bonus, and you're doing something you want to get done, you can use that and raise your skill and get done. Combat. The lands of Wurm are dangerous and there are many threats. It's not uncommon to come face to face with dangers such as spiders, bears, and trolls during your adventures. It is recommended not to underestimate any creature you may come up against, even chickens, as even something as small as a rat may cause you issues as you start your Wurm adventure. Yeah, a rat will do it to you too, but the chicken really, Make sure you have equipped armor and weapons before exploring the world, or you may come to regret it. Oh, yes, that truer word has never been spoken. Hovering your mouse over a creature can tell you if a creature is hostile to you or not. If it has a red outline, then getting too close to that creature will cause it to target you and start attacking. A blue outline means that creature is neutral to you and will generally ignore or run from you as you get close. Things like horses, cows, chickens, sheep, things like that are neutral as long as you don't attack them first. A blue outline means that the creature, okay. A green outline is reserved for friendly creatures such as players or your friends list, any pets you have tamed, or pets of your friends. So red is bad, get away from it. Blue, they won't bother you. Green, they're friendly, they're with your buddies or your pet. They'll have an outline around them, and you can tell what their status is. Toggling the auto fight option on the quick bar so it turns off will enable manual fighting mode. Double clicking on any creature or right clicking and choosing the target action will cause you to target that creature, and if you are close enough if you're close enough to it. You will start trying to swing your weapon at it. Well, my bifocals aren't doing a good job today. You can only have one target at a time, and that will be shown in your target window. That's up here. Just like the select bar, you can interact with the target via right-clicking the target on the window, and also will be able to see the current health. It will all show up here. Your fighting style, distance to the target, focus level, and fighting stances can be seen and coordinated from the fight window, which will expand when you are close enough to a target to start attacking it. We've got to be getting close to the end of this. A lot of factors go into determining the winner of a fight, including skill levels of both sides, armor quality and type, weapon quality and type, fighting styles and stances, focus level, distance to the target, enchantments, and many more. To keep things simple to start, make sure your armor and weapons are as high quality as you can get them, and always be prepared to run if the fight starts turning against you. Oh yeah, you can always run. Run away to fight another day. Okay. Key bindings. Most actions in Wurm have a corresponding key bind that you can bind to any key you would like. Key binding can be changed from the game's settings. You can go over here, hit escape, go to settings, then you can go over here to the last one, to keybinds, just like I was showing you in the settings menu on the first screen when we opened it to do our settings. This is exactly the same thing. You can set your keybinds, you can work on your graphics, post-process sound, everything. Open the settings window from the main menu, then choose the keybind tab to bind a key. For example, if you bind the open action to the F key, you can then hover over any container in the game with your mouse and press F to open it instead of right-clicking and selecting Open. For a full list of possible keybinds, check the settings via the main menu or visit the keybinds page on the Wurmpedia. Wurmpedia is great. It will, if you want to learn how to play the game, it will be your best friend. It has everything on there you need to learn, you want to learn how to do something. It'll give you step-by-step instructions. You can also quickly bind a key to an action from the right-click menu. Simply right-click to bring up the menu with the action you want to bind, then hover your mouse over that action and hold down a key or a key combination for a second. When the key is bound, it will be shown in the right-click menu as a reminder. Cut down, so if you want to, you can take your hatchet, right-click, bring up the menu, go down if you want to, say chop down a tree or something like that. All you have to do is just hold down a key or key combinations for a little bit, let go of it, and it should show that what that key is now. See, it says cut down E. So that's what they did. And Wurmpedia, we must be getting close to the end. The Wurmpedia is your main resource for information and skills, items, actions, and crafting. Yes, you can access the Wurmpedia from in-game by pressing H and typing a keyword before hitting enter. You can also right-click anything in the game and select the Wurmpedia action to open the Wurmpedia window and search for the target. Hatchet, right-click, down at the bottom, find on Wurmpedia. And you can do that on anything. I usually keep my Wurmpedia open on my iPad. That way I can just, if I'm trying to figure out how to do something and I've forgotten or I've never done it before or whatever, I can just type in what I'm looking for, look it up, and it'll tell you right then how to do it. Okay. Profile and settings. A large number of settings are available in the game client to help your game run more smoothly. You can find these by pressing Escape, clicking Settings. Additional windows and information can be found under HUD settings in the main menu. As well as these settings, there is a number of character-specific settings you can change from your character profile. You can find your profile by pressing C and then right-clicking the body icon in the bottom right hand of the corner and choose Manage Profile. Alternatively, you can right-click the inventory line in your inventory window and then choose Manage Profile. So there's a number of ways to do that. Here we go. Good luck. Excuse me. You've made it to the end of the tutorial. Hallelujah. You should now know enough about Wurm to get yourself started. If you're looking for some gods or things to do, take a look at the personal journal window for some suggestions. You can play through the tutorial again at any point by typing tutorial in the chat. And what you would do is just /tutorial. If you're ever going to be going through the tutorial again in the future and want to close it, you can type /slip, that's slip, SLIP, tutorial into chat at any point during the tutorial to end it. Alright, and we will end the tutorial. And I have just received a title that says Educated. Also here in your journal, like it said, there's a new player tutorial. You can go hit the plus sign and you can go and click on whichever one you want to learn. Go over again. Then there's a fishing tutorial. And there is a first steps tutorial. Things you really need to do. Things you need to do to get started. And it'll go through and it will tell you what you need to do. And as you complete them, you'll get 100%. Which is kind of nice. Alright. And it's under your journal. Under your skills, let's look at some of them. Characteristics. My body skill is 20, my mind skill is 20. But if you click on it, it shows more. Under body, you've got body strength, body stamina, body control. So that's subcategories. Mind. You got mind logic, mind speed. I'm not going to go through all of these. Soul. You've got soul strength, soul depth. Religion. Favor, faith, alignment. Doesn't look like much, does it? Yeah, it doesn't look like much. So you hit skills. Now, look. We have, and each one of them, you see all those pluses, each one has subcategories. Easy one, swords, long sword, short sword, two-handed sword. I mean, you've got so many skills to raise that it's just unbelievable. You've got prospecting, coal making, milling. Like I say, you can make beer, you can make wine, climbing, thatching, tailoring. I mean, everything you could ever think of, you can do in this game. I leave my skills X'd out until I need it, because you get too many windows open on your screen and you can't see anything you're trying to do. I normally keep my inventory open, and then I take my chat window, make it small, find a spot to grab a hold of it. Get it over here where I can get a hold of it. If you mess that, there's a spot, there we go. That little line up here. Little bitty line. But you can go down here in this bottom corner, bottom right corner. Hold your left mouse button down, make it any size you want to. And you go up to that little bitty line. And it gets it out of my way. Just like I say, private game, nobody else on here. You don't need that much room on it. In your event window, you've got events and you've got friends. Since nobody else is playing the game, we don't have to worry about that. But that's about it for now. You can move anything anywhere you want to. I just pick them up and drag them. Journal, I usually close that for now. I like my inventory over here, and I like it a little bit smaller to about there, so it doesn't take up that much room. These up here are starter buffs, newbie buffs. You've got health, aggro range. You've got a wide aggro range or a short aggro range. You have to be in pretty close before you aggro something. Excuse me. Newbie food. You're not getting hungry as thirsty as you normally do. And armor limit, none to start with. This is your compass. It shows you which direction you're going. Like I say, if you move around too much, it will go blank, and it takes a while for it to come back up. If you click M, there is our map, which I enjoy. If you, these are the soul stones. If you hover over the soul stone, it will tell you where it is. This is Central Lakes. That is where we are. Then we've got the Meadows, West Lake, Northern Shores, Soulfall East Beach, there should be one more, I thought. Maybe not. And you can also toggle, you can put little annotations on them to where little notes when you discover something or you mark your home village. It helps a little bit. Click on the magnifying glass and it does zoom in a little bit, but this game does not have a map that shows here you are or where your home is or anything. You either mark that on your map, but the best thing to do is look at your landmarks or put some kind of a marking down on the ground or whatever so you can find your way back. Because I don't know how many times I have gotten lost from my campsite because I wandered off exploring and I didn't look for a landmark, or I got buried in a bunch of trees, couldn't see anything. Sometimes you'll never find it again, and other times it takes forever to get back. But that'll take us to the end of this video, and the next one we will get started. We'll get the tent set up. Looks like I need some food and some water, so I will show you how to do some foraging, basic setup, getting started stuff. Please bear with me while I'm trying to remember all this stuff because it is so detailed and it has been a long time since I've had to start over from scratch. I'm so used to having everything there at my fingertips that I need, so I'm having to remember kind of along with you guys. But, oh, isn't that sky pretty? That is pretty. Okay, well, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. If you did learn something from the video or you liked it even a little bit, please hit that thumbs up, show you liked it. Leave a comment if you have any questions or you just want to say something about the game, how much you like it, or whatever. I love getting comments. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that notification bell to see when the next video will be coming out. I'm doing the Wurm Unlimited videos every other day, and in same way with the infected videos, I'm doing those every other day. So one day it'll be the infected, the next day it will be Wurm Unlimited. Eventually I will be adding a third game to it, but as of now it's just these two. But I'm going to let you go. Like I say, you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you in the next one. Goodbye.